We begin with a new report from the U.S. Department of Justice. Investigators say they found persistent failures to respond to reports of racially motivated harassment towards Black and Asian American students by staff and other students in the Davis County School District. ABC4's Northern Utah correspondent Kate Garner talked to the school district about their response.
He got called a monkey.
Krista Stoney says her 16-year-old twins started facing racial harassment in junior high. She says her son Gabe faced the worst of it.
The administrator called and said, Gabe got in trouble because he called somebody the B word.
Stoney says her son was reacting to a student who called him by a racial slur. Although she agrees that her son should have been in trouble for swearing, she says the other student didn't get in trouble.
And then things just snowballed, and there's so many examples.
According to a report 2 years in the making, the Department of Justice reviewed more than 200 similar reports spanning from 2015 to 2020 across dozens of schools in the Davis School District. Investigative documents revealed the district was deliberately indifferent to the racially hostile climate in many of its schools.
It's not fun to read. As we read it, we think it's not us, but in reality, it is us. And we have some major work to do.
The investigation finds hundreds of examples of student-on-student harassment, including white students calling their Black peers the N-word, dirty, or that their skin looked like feces, some of these happening in grades as low as kindergarten. There are also reports of students calling their Asian American classmates yellow, squinty, or telling them to go back to China. The report also outlines staff-on-student harassment, including targeting and assaulting students of color, ridiculing students in front of their peers, endorsing harmful stereotypes of people of color in class, and retaliating against students of color for reporting their harassment. In all cases, the report indicates the district took little to no action when students or parents made formal complaints.
This is a system-wide problem, and so there's not an individual necessarily who would be fired and then resolve everything. We have a lot of work to do.
The report also states the district refused Black students the right to form student groups. All this, it states, violates students' equal protection rights under the 14th Amendment.
Life is difficult. These kids have enough on their plate, and to have to worry about being judged from their administration on top of it, this is going to be something that they now have to carry for the rest of their life.
To help prevent this from happening to others, the district says it will now work with the Department of Justice for the next 5 years to implement specific changes, including create a new department to handle complaints of race discrimination, create a centralized electronic reporting system to track and manage complaints and Davis's response to those complaints, analyze and review discipline data, and amend policies to ensure non-discriminatory enforcement of discipline policies. For the Stoney kids, they say the changes come too late.
I have to live with the fact that I allowed them to drop out of school because I'm putting their mental health first before a piece of paper. And all I can do is pray that we've made the right choice and that the GED will work out for them.
In Farmington, Kate Garner, ABC4 News.